Okay. Yaffa, we got.
Yeah, Yaffa is here. I see her here. Yaffa, you can hear us, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the disability meeting for January 2022. Since we don't have everybody in the room, I'm just going to call the rolls representing the PBA.
Joe Alejandro. Chris McGrath, PBA by invitation.
Thomas Gilmore for the PBA.
DEA.
Jeffrey Ward for the DEA.
SBA.
Anthony Broadway. I think Edmund's having an issue with a speaker. He can't get through.
What?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
I think Ed Small's having a little technical difficulty.
Okay, if you need us to reach out, I think we've got his phone number, so yeah, we'll reach out to him. LBA?
Lou Turco, LBA.
CEA?
Good morning, everybody. Chris Monahan, CEA.
Commissioner of Finance?
Bill Duke.
Okay, Phil, we've got you.
Thank you.
Representing the mayor?
Cynthia Collins, designee for Mayor Eric Adams.
And Controller?
Alex Hirsch, designee for Controller Bradley.
John Lewis, alternate designee for Controller Brad Mason.
Police Commissioner?
Stephanie Zimberg for Commissioner Sewell.
Law Department?
Carter Ross, Law Department, present by invitation of the Mayor's Office.
Actuary?
Michael Savick, Officer of the Actuary, present by invitation of the Mayor's Office.
Okay, Damien, are you on?
Damien Law, Department of Finance Legal, present by invitation of the Mayor's Office.
Nick?
And Phil Dukes is back. Somehow I got booted.
Sorry.
Okay, Nick?
Yes, Kevin.
Okay,
good morning,
got you.
Kevin. Thank you. Nick Safuni, counsel, and by invitation of the DEA, SBA, LBA, and CEA.
Mark?
Mark Marino, present by invitation, PBA.
Gary?
Gary DeRosa, present by invitation, SBA.
Dr. Kleiman?
No problems.
I don't know if I see him, yes.
Okay, we'll, if we need him, we'll reach out.
We'll reach out to him.
All right, Kevin Holleran, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation of the Board of Trustees.
Lieutenant Rich Trusty, Medical Division, Article 2, present by invitation of the Pension Section.
Police Officer Tricia Waller, present by invitation by the pension fund.
Agent Smith, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation of the Police Pension Fund.
Alyssa Roca, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation by the Police Pension Fund.
Yes, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation of the Pension Fund.
Andy Visacura Miller, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation of the Police Pension Fund.
Bob Sanskisted, Pension Fund, present by invitation of the Pension Fund.
And Nicole, you're on.
I am Nicole Jambrisi, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation of the Pension Fund.
And before we get started, Nicole, I hate to put you on the spot, but we had a brief conversation. Can you talk a little about the remote meetings and what the law is saying at this point, or when the law is going to expire?
The law expires sometime, I believe, the week of the 20-something. I can pull up the exact date. I do not believe that law has been extended. Marta, do you have any indication of whether or not that law will be extended, or whether with the February meeting we'll all need to be back in the room?
Yes, so Nicole, an extension of the law has been passed by the Senate and the Assembly and is waiting the governor's signature. I will send you the link to that legislation extending Chapter 417. We have no reason to believe that the governor will not sign this new legislation, but I will certainly keep you updated, and then you can notify the board as you see fit.
After that eventful morning, my heart is heavy right now, but thank you very much for that good news.
So Maura, what's the extension, what's the date extended to?
It's linked up with her executive order number 11. So it's basically my understanding is as long as the state of emergency is still in effect, that extension should be commensurate with that date. But let's just wait for the legislation to be passed, to make sure it won't be changed. But that's how it's currently written. And I'm going to circulate it to Nicole right now so she can take a look herself. We just learned of this last night.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, Kevin, I was not aware of that legislation.
No, I'm not blaming you, as we
just
just heard,
happened.
they just got that news last night, so again, the technical difficulties have presented some problems here, so I was looking forward to everyone getting back in here, but with that, Joe, I'll turn it over to you. Marta, did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, it's just that it's hot off the presses, so nobody knew about it since last night.
Yeah, I got you.
This hot off the press.
Okay, thank you. With that.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kevin. Page 1, to accept the minutes of the previous meeting, Wednesday, December 8th, 2021, and to confirm the next meeting date, Friday, February 18th, 2022.
Joe will so note that.
Thank you. Article 2, page 2 through 8.
Hey, Joe, this is Jeffrey Ward from the DEA, pages 2 through 9. There's nothing of a controversial nature.
Okay, thank you. And the fiscal year 2021 actuarial evaluation report. We have that?
You have it on it, right?
I believe that was sent to all the trustees via email.
If we say,
There was a
Yeah,
link in the email for you to access it on the internet.
Joe, this is Cindy. Perhaps the new interim actuary, Michael Samet, would like to explain a little bit about the report and how it was done and answer any questions board members might have.
Okay.
Sure, thanks. So the actual evaluation report for fiscal year 2021, as you know, was distributed at the end of December. That's our annual report that includes all of the details of the calculation of the employer contribution for fiscal year 21 that was previously communicated to the board. And it's primarily a reference document. That report shows details of all of our calculations, including details regarding the census data used in evaluation, assets, the plan's assets, and the various liabilities of the plan. And copies of the report can be found on the Office of the Actuary website, and I'm available to answer any questions that you may have now or at a future time.
So, Mike, this is Joe Alejandro. We'll so note the report that we received it, but I will like to let you know that we may have some questions of you. So, if you can, just be aware that the PBA will probably be calling you with some follow-up questions.
And we would ask that any information provided to the PBA on their request also be shared with the full board as trustees.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll so note that we've received it.
Okay.
So noted. All right, and now I would like to make a motion to go into executive session for purposes of discussing disability cases.
Yeah, Joe, before we do that, I just wanted to check, are we, the investment meetings, are those going to be scheduled the first Tuesday of the month as in the past, or has that, have those dates been confirmed with all the board members?
So,
Okay, sorry, John, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, I think we all agree on the first 3 months of the calendar year.
Right.
At the last meeting.
Yeah, we pushed the February meeting.
Right, we moved the February meeting, we did the March meeting.
We get a schedule for the year, and then if anybody has any issues, they can bring it up to the board, and we can make note and change a meeting. So we'll need, given the first.
So we will provide a list of potential dates for April to December, and we can go from there as far as making sure that they match up with schedule, meaning that mayor and finance sit on multiple boards, just to make sure we're not overlapping with any of the other committees that all of us sit on, and come up with a proposed calendar, and then we can kind of work off of that. But I did want to remind the board that we did adopt the first 3 months of the year in order to just have something, and also to allow the new iteration of the board to discuss the dates and which day works. So if Tuesday is the day, by the way, we can work around that as the starting point over in BAM, and just make sure that works going forward. So if there's no
John,
objection.
I wasn't sure. John, what are the February and March dates for the record? Just,
The February dates, they both were on the
February
18th.
Yeah, they're both the 18th. So February, we're doing the regular meeting board in the morning, and the disability meeting in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we're doing the investment meeting.
March was going to be, the disability meeting was, the investment meeting was on the 1st.
Yes.
And the disability meeting was on the 9th.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
They're so helpful.
3/9. And then the first was the investment.
And let me just say this, we'll look at the Tuesdays, but we'll also look to see if there's another day that may fit and run that by the board. Obviously, we're not gonna adopt a policy without the board's approval.
John, what was the date that you're looking to do both the disability and the investment? Was that March what?
No,
February.
February 18th.
Oh, good. I'm out of town. Johnny will be doing that one.
We'll so note that. Thank you.
Johnny's stuck again.
Thank you, Captain. We'll so note that.
All right.
That's off the record.
You're in public. Everyone gets everything.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so we're
All right,
going
so with
into.
that, I'll second the motion to go into executive session.
All right,
Okay.
all in favor?
All right.
So
Okay.
open the second link for executive, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, everyone's got to sign into that second link.